Good afternoon, Level 3 Applied General Learners. My name is Mercy Chiluri. Welcome you all to week 14. So, what is our main focus in week 14? So, before I talk um, each item, and I would like to present my screen with you or share my screen with you. Okay, so I think you can see the screen. And the first point is formative reading, and the second item in our agenda is grammar point or grammar focus, and that is passive voice and impersonal you. Okay, right. And before I explain, I just would like to give you a little bit of introduction to reading. And reading is the most important skill, isn't it? You all agree with me. Reading is the most important skill. Of all four skills, reading is the most important one because it demands your attention, your complete attention, right? Okay, so for that purpose, and this week we are going to give you a good practice by sharing this formative reading assessment with you all. Okay, so I know that you're so busy doing your summative assessments, and this week, and you are going to do summative reading assessment event 3. Am I right? Yes. So, for that purpose, we have given this practice for you. And what is this reading? I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay. Right. Okay. So, if you look at the screen, and this is the reading assessment, formative assessment we have created for you to practice. So, the title reads as What Full-Time Travelers Like About New Zealand. Okay. Now, this reading text has some side headings or subtitles. Look at number 1, Bay of Islands, Dunedin, etc. So, and this text also has some questions. Now, when you look at the questions or question types, there are different question types given, and for you to practice. So the first question type is a multiple choice question type, right? You need to read carefully and find out the right answer and choose the correct answer. Okay, so number 1, question 1, and question 2, and question 3, all these three fall under this category. Okay, now coming to the next one, that is, we call it part B. Complete the table below with the missing information. Okay, now when you look at the table and you can see some information is missing, and you need to read the text carefully and find out the missing information. Before you do that, and I would like you to focus more on this horizontal line and vertical lines, right? Any table has got horizontal lines and vertical lines. Now, this is a horizontal line, okay? And this has been highlighted. So I give more focus to this. Okay, so what is given here? Traveler's name, place he or she recommends, reasons why one should visit this place, how the place is described, extra tips. Okay, now in this vertical column, and you can see the names of the people, right? Okay, so and there are some names missing, and I want you to find out. So in number 1, in this box there is no name given, so you're going to find out the name of the traveler from the text and write the name here and write information about this person or what this person has recommended. So here the person has recommended Bay of Islands and reasons why one should visit this place, and we do not know. You need to find out what reasons this person has given and to visit this place. Okay, so that's how you need to read the text carefully and find out the missing information. Right. When you scroll it down and look at question type number 3, that's called part C. Answer the following questions with one or two sentences. Okay, there are 6 questions given, and read carefully the instruction with one or two sentences only. Do not write a paragraph. Don't write more than a paragraph. Don't write 2 or 3 paragraphs. Okay, your answers need to be succinct, need to be very relevant to the given question, right? So, one or two sentences only. So, please bear that in mind. Okay, right. Okay, coming to the next question type, we call it section D. Now, section D, the instruction reads like this. What do the bold underlined words in the following sentences from the text refer to? One example is given for you. You need to read this example given very carefully and then understand and then try to attempt the rest of the questions, right? Now look at look at statement number 1. New Zealand is often described as mind-blowing, awe-inspiring, and even breathtaking. Yet, it still surpasses it. The word it in this sentence is underlined and it's given in bold. Okay? So, what does this word it refer to in the text? In the text, it refers to the place called New Zealand. So, the answer New Zealand is written here. Okay, you understand? Right. So, likewise, you need to attempt the following statements. Okay. Now, coming to section E or part E, read the following sentences from the text and why. Why have the bold or underlined words been used in the text? Why? So, you need to write them in the appropriate column in the table below. Okay, you understand? Okay, so this is your reading formative assessment, and I really urge you all to do this practice exercise so it gives you, ample practice for you to do your summative assessment this week. Okay? Right. Please attempt this formative assessment. Okay, let's go back to our agenda. And coming to, the next item in our agenda is grammar point. So the main focus is on passive and active voice and impersonal you. So this is a grammar focus, passive voice and active voice. Okay, I just give you a little bit of explanation what is passive voice and what is active voice. Okay, and I'll take you to another screen. Please bear with me. Okay, right. So, what is the main difference between the active voice and the passive voice in English? We need to understand this first. We need to have that foundational knowledge about passive voice and active voice. Okay, and I try to explain this to you. Now look at these two sentences. Compare these two sentences. Let's look at the first sentence. The doctor gave me a prescription. The doctor gave me a prescription. Now this sentence we call it as active voice sentence, or the sentence is in active status. Okay, the doctor gave me a prescription. Now when we analyze this sentence, this is how we analyze. The doctor, it's a subject. Gave is a verb. Me is an object, right? So, in any sentence, you have 3 parts: subject, verb, and object. Now, here the subject is the doctor, verb is gave, and me is object. So, the doctor gave me a prescription. So, in active voice sentences, the equation is like this: subject plus verb plus object. Okay. Now, when it comes to passive voice, so the order changes. The order of the sentence changes. Now, look at this sentence. I was given a prescription. Completely changed, isn't it? The structure has been changed. I was given a prescription. Now, here, when we go back to this active voice sentence, the doctor, the subject is the main focus in this sentence. The doctor gave me a prescription. Here, the word me, object, it is not given more importance here. The doctor, the subject, is the main focus in any active voice sentence. But when it comes to passive voice sentence, the object becomes the main focus. Look at here. Me has been changed into, me is changed into an I. I was given a prescription. I was given a prescription. Now there is a change in the form of verb also here. Look at here. Gave, become, given, was given, right? Main verb was given. I was given a prescription. So it's completely changed. So, so the basic rule is in any active voice sentence, the subject becomes the main focus. Okay? And the subject becomes the main focus. And in passive voice sentences, object becomes the main focus of the sentence. So there is a main difference between active and passive voice in English. So we use passive voice in our writing. That's a written language. Written language we use passive voice sentences, right? And in our spoken language we use active voice sentences. Okay, now come to the next example. Look at this example here. John helped me. John helped me. Subject, verb, and object. John helped me, right? And if we change that into passive sentence, and we can read like this: I was helped by John. I was helped by John, right? Okay, so the object becomes the main focus. Okay, sometimes, and there is no need to write the subject here. So, agent, I can call, John as agent here. So, I was helped by John. Sometimes, I can say simply, I was helped by somebody, right? Definitely by somebody. So, here in this case, by John. Okay, so this is the main difference between active and passive voice. Okay, right. So, we have created a very meaningful exercise for you in order to understand this grammar point. And I want you to share this exercise with you now, which we have created. Now look at this one. So we have attached a YouTube video here. So I want you to watch the following video before you complete the quiz below. So this YouTube video gives you clear information or this YouTube video gives you clear understanding of active and passive voice. Okay, so I want you to watch the following video very carefully and try to understand. And we have created some questions or statements um, using the text for reading what full-time travelers like about New Zealand. Okay, we have taken these questions from our reading text, and all these are multiple choice questions. And I want you to watch this video carefully and answer all these questions, okay? Or choose the right answer. And once you finish, and you turn in your work, okay? Right. And in addition, we have also given you some links, okay, for some extra grammar practice. So I highly recommend these websites, these links. So please click on these links and understand, you know, our grammar point, which is passive voice, and this is really good for you for for some extra grammar practice. Okay? Right. So, thank you very much for your cooperation and hard work. And you've been working very hard these weeks. And all the best for your summative assessments, which you have been doing in these current weeks. Okay, right. And thank you so much for being with me. Right. See you later. Bye for now.